You are not too young to start thinking about people even while you are broke. I told you my story. I started teaching people's businesses to get better even while I was still broke. I have the knowledge, I pass it.
To your neighbor and say, get angry. They didn't hear you say, get angry.
Guess what? I was broke. Until I started learning to pay people, nobody was willing to pay me.
Millions of people that are attached to you. And if you do not succeed in life, they will die in poverty.
Listen, anger is the gift of God to man. I know most of you say, don't get angry, but listen, even the Bible says, be angry, but
you need to educate yourself again. There's a difference between academics and education. Academics is what you do in the university. The problem is most of the time, what they are teaching you is outdated, not relevant today.
You're selling the right products, you're selling good products, but you're not where your customers can see you.
Please, the first mindset is, I need to live an abundant life. And there's another way that I twist that. A lot of you here don't love yourself. That is why you are still broke.
Eyes are Harvard. I'm a beacon of hope. Everywhere I step, hope arises. Everything I touch, prospers. This is who I am. I am not poor. I make people rich.
Hello Douala, hello Cameroon, hello Africa, hello Nigeria, and hello world. You are welcome to the 40 Streams Conference here in Douala, Bonanjo at La Falaise. Beautiful people, it's gonna be an amazing day. This is the 40 Streams Conference and the launching of Lenoflix affiliate program in Cameroon.
what you do not identify, you cannot confront. And what you don't confront, you cannot conquer. Cameroon.
And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they say there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Ludacris going in on the verse, cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't making it, my folks locked down. I never went nowhere, but they saying Luda's back. Blame it on that contour, the hood call it Luda yak. And I'm on this foolish track, so I spit my foolish flow. My hands go up and down, like strippers' booties go. My verses still be serving, tight like a million virgins. Last time on a college remix, now I'm on the original version. Can't never count me out, y'all better accountants count me in. Make millions every year. The South's champion. Cause all I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there. Swerving in my low, head on a swivel, you know serving me's a no-no. Clean as a whistle as I play Rolls Royce, yellow bone.
We learn, we earn, and we flex.
Back it up, my niggas call me loco. Down for armed trafficking, don't make me pull that fofo. Ask you what you laughing at, represent that mud like dirty money.
If there's anything I want you to write down is this. One of the most dangerous things you can do to yourself in today's era is to limit your education to the classroom.
If you believe that this person is outshining you because they have more skills, because they have more influence, because they have more money, that's already a disservice to you. Because light never gets dimmer because another light shines.
Get angry that you are here, where you are right now, when you could be much more. Until you are fed up of being fed up with where you are, there won't be any change.
Motivation is the fuel that drives action. But more important than being motivated is the ability to stay motivated.
The one, the only, Sam
Harvard. I'm a beacon of hope. Everywhere I go, everything I do prospers. I am not poor. I make people rich. I am not poor. I make people rich. I am not poor.
Please bring off stage my brother, all the way from Accra, Ghana, futurist Kwame Opoku. Come on.
In post-COVID, we have shifted into a new wave of opportunity. And that's the reason why we're here today. In fact,
oh my gosh, it's based up on the beat.
Behind every desire you admire are requisite action that you need to take in order for that desire to transpire. I want to say welcome, Accra, Ghana, to the 40 Streams Conference.
Here in the hall, you connect with great mentors. You get information that will make you relevant in your generation. And just the lack of this information can cost you another 10 years of frustration.
It's not a question of whether you can make money online. It's a question of what systems are you aware of that you can take advantage of to make money online.
So we are not looking at individuals that are just doing the thing. We are just looking at a crop of people who are banded together, seeing themselves as a team that is making a transgenerational change.
Until you take that decision and say, like the biblical character called Esther, if I perish, I perish, there won't be any change.
Most importantly, will you take action repeatedly? Because action is not enough. Taking repeated action is what creates results.
The key is what? Focus.
Please, ladies and gentlemen,
That's right. with a standing ovation, we want to welcome into this hall.
That's right.
Mr. Kwame and Sam Harvard. Put your hands together.
Becoming a millionaire or billionaire is not a function of age. It's not a function of your nationality. It's not a function of gender, and it's not even a function of your spirituality.
People are saving lives on the internet. People are changing their families' financial standings using the internet. If today we have mobile money and my 72-year-old mother can send and receive money, it should tell you what technology is.
If you want to influence and impact people and you want to be comfortable, you will never get to influence and impact anybody, ladies and gentlemen.
A powerful business coach, millionaire mentor, a multi-talented serial entrepreneur, Africa's most sought-after sales guru, the boss of sales superstars, internationally acclaimed best-selling author, a public speaker par excellence, life and finance strategist.
My name is Sam Harvard.
Yeah, come on. If your hands can clap, just shake it. Clap the hands. Come on. Welcome back, everybody. It's been 1 whole month. Woo! Awesome. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Good evening, everybody. Amazing. Welcome, welcome. If you can hear me, please give me 111 like we always do it. Give me 111 in the house if you're on Zoom or you are on YouTube. I think for the first time I've been able to put together my software to combine both Zoom and YouTube together, so I can actually read all the comments at the same place right now. It's amazing. All right, welcome back, everybody. Some people said no audio. I think the people on Zoom cannot hear me yet. Hello, everybody on Zoom. How are you doing? Can you give me 111 if you can hear me now? Fantastic. Now they can hear me. Amazing, amazing, amazing. All right, did I have... Yeah. I think I have something to put it. Fantastic. Yeah, so I'm having the 111. Okay, so fantastic. Welcome, everybody. I believe you can hear me both on Zoom and on YouTube, and we are live. Welcome once again. I've said welcome like 10 times today. Okay, so guys, this is the family meeting, the June edition. We are going to be having family meeting once a month now because there are other things that we'll begin to do. Someone say my volume is low. I don't know. Might be your system. I'm actually trying to scream. Okay, do me a favor, everybody. Please rate my volume from 1 to 10 based on how loud is it. Please rate the volume from 1 to 10. Okay, some say 6. Fantastic. Hey, Comfort, I see you. All right. Mama Caroline say once a month is punishment. Don't worry. I'm going to get really, really busy with you guys on other grounds, but once in a month is family meeting so that I can have time to do other things. That's why, actually. But I miss everybody. I miss everybody. It's been a long time since we met like this. It's been a whole month. Some of you have forgotten about me, but I'm glad for all of the people that are able to join. Please, if you are seeing this on YouTube, I want you to share this. All the people on the Ziba family on Zoom, please also share. You can share both the Zoom and the YouTube. I prefer you share the YouTube though. Publicly, because if you share Zoom link publicly, there's a way some bots, get a hold of it and they come to the Zoom to start showing things that are not very nice. So let's control that by getting people on YouTube. The number of viewers on YouTube are pretty small currently. I hope more people get to see this later on. Anyways, all right, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to family meeting. Tonight is going to be a very long night. We are going to be having guests. We're going to be having a master class. We're going to be having a training session. We're going to be having mentorship session and a couple of other things just to make up your nights. But get ready to learn things you can go and practice for the rest of the month. All right, so the things we're going to be sharing now can carry you for the rest of June as much as possible. Although in the month of June, I'm going to be dropping quite a number of content for free, both on my YouTube channel, on Instagram, and everywhere. I really wish I could go live on Instagram, but at least this is good enough for everybody to be a part of this. So let me prepare you ahead for those who do not know. We might be here to the next 3 hours, 30 minutes. And we're going to be having long sessions. So please get your writing materials for the things that you might need to write down and for the practicals and the things that we're going to be doing together. Get yourself ready so you'll be able to get them done as well. We're going to be focusing on AI. That's what the masterclass is going to be about. And I've brought an expert all the way from the United Kingdom to break things down for you. So it's going to be teaching you the things that other people pay for free, and you're going to be able to build something massive out of it. So get ready. It's going to be very practical. It's going to be very deep. It's something that you will not regret, and it will be simple enough so that you can apply it almost immediately. And we are going to try to make sure that all the things that you will learn today are things you can implement almost for free, if not free, so that there will not be excuse of I do not have money, that's why I did not get this done, and things like that. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. I'm going to be doing an announcement later, so I want to keep everybody, especially those on Zoom, keep you back online before I come up with an announcement. There are a lot of beautiful announcements that I need to share, and I can't wait for us to get into that part later on after the entire session. But I will start out by teaching a few concepts. I had a serious challenge deciding what to teach because there were just too many things to share. But I'm going to just do random musing, and I hope that while I do that, I will touch something that is pretty critical for you and something that is important for your journey, and you can pick up, apply, and change your story. Ladies and gentlemen, write this down. You learn when there is a change in behavior. Write it down or type it for me. You learn when there is a change in behavior. You can say it this way: you only learn when there is a change in behavior. So you do not learn because you listen to somebody talk. You do not learn because you attended a class. The only time that you actually learn is when something changes in your behavior. All right? So if you're a child that used to put your finger in your mouth, and an adult comes to you and says, stop doing that, that is wrong, that is not nice, and you say, oh, yes, it's true, thank you. You have not learned just because you heard the correction of that adult. You learn the moment you want to try to put your finger in your mouth again, and you remember what they told you, and then you remove the finger. So when the urge to put the finger in your mouth came, but you remembered by memory that you are not supposed to do that, then you have learned, because a change has now happened in your behavior. So as much as possible, while you are learning, you should be asking yourself the question, these things that I'm listening to, all right, what about me needs to change to prove that I've now learned? So it's a question of what can you not do before that you can now do. Write that down. Number one, what can you not do before that you can now do? Number two, what have you been doing before that you have now stopped? All right, so always use these two KPI, key performance indicators, to check if you are truly learning. What was it that I could not do before that I can now do? Or what was it that I was doing before that I've now stopped? Things that we are used to doing that are not good for our journey, but we can't help it for different reasons. But someone came and taught us something, and those things impact our behavior such that we stop doing the things we could not stop doing before. That's number one. The second one are things that you could not do before, but because someone taught you something or said something to you, you can now begin to do those things. So learning happens when there is a change in behavior. So I want you to keep this in mind today. All of the hours we're going to spend together, what is it that you were not able to do before tonight that you can now do? What is it that you were doing before tonight that you have now stopped doing? So I want you to focus on these two KPIs and use it to checkmate everything that we're going to be saying, everything you're going to be learning, everything you're going to be listening to, the skills, the information, the mentorship session. What is it that you were doing before that you have now stopped because of what you learned tonight? Or what is it that you could not do before that you can now do because of what you have learned tonight? And believe me, you're going to get a lot of these two. A lot of the things that you were doing before that you have to stop, and a lot of the things that you could not do before that you can now begin to do. So get ready for all of that. It's going to be an amazing, amazing thing. So tonight I want to start by shaking a table. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? Are you ready? Okay, fantastic. So tonight I want to start by shaking a table. And I've been saying this for like 2 days to a week now, I think. But it got really serious like in the last 2 days to some of the people that are around me. And I really want to put it to the public for the first time through this family meeting. And I want you to please pay attention to the things I'm about to say. All right? Now, I want to talk about why I believe, all right, why I believe, not why I believe, why online courses doesn't work. Why online courses doesn't work. Now, let me ask you a question. If you have ever bought an online course before,
recording in progress,
and if you've ever bought an online course before, and what you were expecting from that online course, you did not get it, I want you to type 222 for me in the comment. If you have ever, it could be from me, it could be from anybody, it doesn't matter who was the author of the course, but you have paid for an online course before, but your expectation from the course, you did not get it. You didn't achieve what you thought you would achieve, or what was promised on the course, you couldn't get it done. It didn't happen to you. All right, fantastic. A lot of people are putting 222 now. Great. 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 So, I have a question for you, ladies and gentlemen. Great people. Why do you think it did not work? Or why do you think generally, it might not be in your case now, why do you think online course or courses does not work? Anybody? Type for me. Why do you think online courses does not work? Okay, somebody said procrastination. Someone said procrastination. I don't know what that means, but he said procrastination. Sometimes it's implementation. Okay, someone say implementation. All right. Favor Oboro say like lack of full implementation. Let me bring that up. Lack of full implementation. David Oketa says it works though, but efforts need to be applied. All right. So unable to catch up with the anchor. Unrealistic expectations. Fantastic. Promising unrealistic expectations. Lack of consistency. Hey, Jenny, good to see you. Lack of consistency and implementation. Okay. Laziness to implement. Fantastic. Fantastic. The nitty-gritty not understood. Okay. Expecting big but not working towards that. Okay, so all of these things that you are saying are looking more like from the angle of the student. Okay, lack of clarification sessions on areas not understood. Okay, fantastic. I think I should be taking note of all of the things that you guys are saying. It's incredible. Poor mindset, big dreams. Okay. Self-discipline, immediate results are not necessarily so. Okay, fantastic. So you guys have given me quite a number of, so you can keep it coming. I'm reading. All right. Lack of steady follow-up, not clear on what they want, always have shiny object syndrome. Okay. Now, a lot of times people have expectations that are not attainable, not because they are not possible, but because they, as an individual, are not the best fit for that expectation. Now, I want everyone to please listen to me. I want to tell you why you have bought a course before and it didn't work for you. What you wanted from the course did not happen. All right. The first reason, the first thing I'm going to say before I start telling you some of the reason is that it is not the fault of the course creator. Aha. It is not the fault of the course creator. Even the worst of courses that you can think of, there are still people who pay for those courses or who went through those courses and still got some form of value from it. Even the worst of courses. So the first thing is not about the course creator or the course itself. Although, yes, there are a lot of things about the course, but that is not the foundational reason. All right. The first reason is the fact that human beings are different. Please write it down. Human beings are different. So there is no way you will use one style to cater for different people. Did you get that? Human beings are different. Because of individual differences of the people who are paying for the course, it becomes almost impossible for the same thing to work for everybody. Now, this is not just online course. Let me give my time in school as an example. The closest one was when I was doing my BSc. We were about 52 or so in class. We had 3 people who were in I21. They were in 4 point something. One of them was even almost got a first class. Out of 50, just about 3 were leading the class. The rest of us were between 2 and 3rd class. We had the same timetable. We had the same lecturer. We paid the same school fees. We had the same library. We had access to exactly the same things. But every time we write a test to prove if we really understood what we were being taught, only 3 people lead the entire class. 52 of us or so, or 50 or 48 of us are always behind. Now, amongst ourselves, we have some people that are better than the other, but all of us are still olodo. All right? So regardless of what the lecturer teaches, regardless of the condition of classroom, these 3 people always lead, while the rest of us follow. I wish I could tell you that I was part of the 3, but I was part of the olodo. I'm sorry. Now, am I an olodo? No, I was never an olodo. When I was in a lower school, secondary school, I used to score 90%, 97%, 95%. I used to score that. But something happened when I got into the university. The entire education system, the entire expectation, the process of teaching, all of it were different from what we had in the secondary school. So for the first time, I thought I knew things. And when I wrote exam, I scored marks that I was ashamed of. And it was not only me. Almost everyone else in my class failed. The reason we failed was not the lecturer. The reason we failed was not the courses. The reason we failed was not even just the style of teaching. The reason we failed was because of who we were. The people who passed was because of who they were. So the differences in our personality is what was the foundation on which everything else was built that determines our results. So what am I saying in essence? When you pay for a course that's supposed to teach you how to make money, how to do business, or teach you a skill that you can use to make money and all of that, the reason you come out of that course and did not get what you expected or what the owner of the course promised you is first because of who you are at that time. So what does it mean? It doesn't mean that who you are is bad. It may just mean, listen to this, that the style of the course is not meant for your kind of individual. There is a different style that is meant for you. So the style that was used for the course to generically just teach, the person just tell. So today we want to talk about copywriting. So there are 5 steps in copywriting. Step number 1, know the people you are writing to. Number 2 is, some people listens to that, they get everything and they work with it and they get great results. But majority of people just listen to that, say, nice one, it's nice, and that is all. If you tell them to regurgitate what they just learned, they cannot. If you tell them to show you what they could do, they cannot. It's as simple as that. So, let me ask you a question. How many of you have ever gone through, pardon my English, how many of you here have ever gone through a training on copywriting? Type the word copy for me, C-O-P-Y. If you have ever gone through a training or a course, you bought a course or part of a program, you've gone, any one of you in Ziba here must have gone through copywriting over and over. Type copy for me. Fantastic. Now, if you enjoyed the copywriting class you went through, please type enjoyed. While you were in the class, it made sense to you. You enjoyed the trainer. You enjoyed the course. It was sweet. Oh, you loved it. If you enjoyed it, type enjoyed. Whatever copywriting course you've ever gone through, if you enjoyed it at that time, type enjoy. Fantastic. So let's dig deeper into the problem. Now, out of all of you who type enjoyed, if you have ever written a sales copy before and people bought the product you were advertising or marketing inside that copy, I want you to type sales. If you have written a copy before and people bought a product from the sales copy you wrote, type sales. Okay, now here's the question. Here's the next one. If you typed enjoyed and you have not written a sales copy before, or you have written one but nobody bought, either you've not written one or you've written one but nobody bought, I want you to type 555. You've gone through a copywriting course before, but you have never written a sales copy that somebody you used to make a sale for any kind of product before. Type 555. Okay. We have few people on that class, and we have a lot more people actually who have written a copy before and people bought from the copy that they wrote. Fantastic. So I think it's actually is almost the same 50-50. Have written but not posted. Okay. Okay, so one more person says sales. Fantastic. So this is what I discovered. Many people buy a course. They go through the course. Not all of them go through the course anyway, but a good percentage go through the course. They loved what they were hearing, but it ends there. Many people do not go and try out the things they had just learned and keep troubleshooting it until they get results from it. So this is what we found out. Listen to these statistics. Out of every 100% that buys a course today in 2024, only 35 of them will open the course. 35. More than once. All right? About 65 of them will only open it once. They might play the first video, scroll through the rest of the video, and then I'll watch later. I'm doing something now. I'll watch later. 3 years down the line, they've not gone back there. Some would have even forgotten the login details to the course. All right. Now, out of the 35% that decide to start the course, all right, 20 out of them will not finish the course. 20 out of the 35 will not finish the course. Remaining 15 will decide to finish the course if the course is even interesting. Now, out of these 15 that goes through it, only 2 will decide to practice the things that were taught in the course. Remaining 13 will have one excuse or the other. Excuse number 1, oh, I don't have laptop in cases of skills that they are learning that requires them to be able to use laptop. I don't have laptop. Number 2, I don't have enough data. They will have one form of excuse or the other. And some will just say, oh, I will do this later, not now. And when it's time for the later, they are faced with maybe 15 videos or 30 videos of 2 hours each or 3 hours each. When are they going to get the discipline to sit through that volume of content? It's incredible. So what happens at the end of the day is out of every 100, if the course was successful, only 2 people will be able to bring the best results that the course was supposed to produce out. Let me give you a very terrible statistics. We launched 1K Club last year, April. This is June 2nd now, so it's technically 1 year and 1 month plus. And we have a little above 15,000 people, paid members who have gone through the program. And between you and I, as of today, we cannot account for 100 out of these 15,000 who have earned $1,000. So the course says learn different ways. The program says learn different ways to make $1,000 online. Monthly $1,000. We cannot account for 100 out of these 15,000 who can say boldly that in the last 1 year, with all the things available on the platform, they have made $1,000. Not necessarily from promoting or doing affiliate marketing, but from all of the things that were being taught. Airdrop farming, mini importation, web design, funnel design, all of these things, affiliate marketing. We cannot account for 100 out of 15,000. Can you see the level, the statistics? Very terrible. Very terrible. So, what happens is that many people, now listen to me, this is what I found out. Many people are not built to watch video trainings and make something out of it for many reasons. One of the reasons is that they don't have the personal discipline to go through the process. That's number one. Number two, some are easily distracted and confused. So they open, for example, 1K Club, and they see maybe 6 different programs, and they are confused on where to start. All right, they are confused on where to start. Where do I start from? Some of them, and this is to buttress the first point I gave you, I've never learned anything about making money online or online skills or whatever before. So they have no background about the things they're about to learn. And they open the course, all the things they were saying sounds like Greek to them. Some people are older and they have left learning for several years. So to sit down to learn is new to them. So they get bored out very easily. They have questions in their mind. They cannot stop the video to ask the person inside the video to answer their questions. So they have to assume like they are also enjoying it, even though they were lost 10 minutes ago. All right. So these are some of the experiences that people have. All right. Now, someone opens the course, the program, it gets confused, doesn't know exactly. All right. It doesn't know exactly what they are talking about. But he's on the course anyway. He's listening to the things that they are saying and all of that. And unfortunately for this set of people, they do not have the required tools to implement the things that they are saying on the program that they are watching. So, this is what I found. Many people would have been able to get results if only the course that they paid for was a one-on-one training. How many of you agreed? If you had bought a course before and it was a video course, you just went to watch on your own, but you didn't gain anything, you couldn't do anything with what was being said on the course, but you believe that if that course was one-on-one, you would have gotten results from whatever the course was supposed to teach you. 444. You have both didn't get results from the course, but you know, if this person just teach only me and I can ask questions, I can stop them and all of that, I will get far crazier results than I got. Put 444 there. Fantastic. So I've got quite a number of people giving me 444. Let me put it. I have 444. A lot of it. So, this is where the problem is. One-on-one is very expensive. The person who mass produces a course is trying to get as much money as they can get to justify the knowledge that took them years to put together or experiences that they are sharing. But at the same time, they want it to be as affordable as possible so that a lot of people can benefit. That's one. Number two, so that people can be able to pay for it so that it can be cheap, the course cannot give you special attention. It has to be a generic thing. So, say my video has frozen. I think that's on Zoom. I think something is going to happen to it. It's going to come back. It's a little bit of internet issue. But anyway, if you can hear me, you can still hear me, but the video is frozen, yes? Okay, fantastic. You can hear me. Give me 111 if you can hear me. Okay, so you can hear me, but the video is the one that decided to go away. But I think the video is still active on YouTube. I think people on YouTube can still see the video. So the video is going to come back. Nonetheless, it's gonna come back. Let me see how we have it on YouTube. Okay, so I think the video is still cool on YouTube. It's not frozen on YouTube. Let me do something here. Sorry, these are part of the price you pay when you are still in Nigeria. I don't know how we're going to solve these network issues. I think even YouTube is a bit frozen. Okay, the video is not back. All right, I think when the network improves, it's going to bring it back. Oh, I'm shooting at 1080p. I think it's going to bring it back eventually. All right, don't worry, everything will sort itself out in a moment. All right. Since you can hear me, let me continue. Some say my voice is cracking. Is it still cracking? Okay, I think my voice is good. I think my voice is good. One moment, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to check. Okay, I think the video is back. I think the video is back, and we are pretty good on YouTube as well. The quality of YouTube is unadulterated as much, but I think the one on Zoom is a little bit crazy. But I think the video is back now. So, all right, so you can still get me well. Okay, fantastic. Welcome everyone once again, and I'm coming. Let me see if I have. Can you please increase? What do you want me to increase? Okay. All right. Let me get back to what I was talking about. Now, if the courses were one-on-one, that is, the trainer was able to give you a personalized attention, you would be able to get better results from whatever it was that they were teaching. But for them to give you personalized attention, it means that they would only be able to attend to fewer people at a time. And attending to fewer people, it means that each of the people have to pay a lot of money for it to happen. This is why children who are homeschooled, they tend to do very well more than students who attend a mass school where there are a lot of them in class. The reason is that the teacher can pay attention to you much more than everybody. All right? If I was teaching 10 people, let's say copywriting, the tendency that those 10 people will become great copywriters, will be able to get great stuff done with copywriting is a lot higher than if I was teaching 1,000 people, or I recorded a copywriting course and then I sent people to go and watch it. So the reason you don't get a lot of results is because of who you are versus the things that are being taught, the course you are going through, or the style or the strategy of the course. That's number one. Number two, the strategy of the course cannot suit your person because it will be much more expensive. Okay? So that becomes a major problem. That's why a lot of people don't get results from courses that they take. So, let me make a little announcement. After I found this wahala, I decided to change my style of teaching, like completely. Because we did a bit of evaluation of our last program, which was the 1K Club, and we noticed that less than 100 are getting the result that has been promised. Excuse me. Are getting the result that has been promised out of over 15,000 of people who paid for the program. And the only way we'll be able to solve this problem is to change the approach of the things that we are doing. So one of the things that we are going to be doing is to prevent number one problem of anyone who is buying any course, confusion. That's the number one problem. You open a course and you're confused on the next thing to do. So we will be dealing with that. Take that out of the equation. Number two is to carry everyone along at the same time. And this is why our new program we're about to launch inside the 1K Club is no longer going to be a course-based system. It's going to be a cohort-based system. How many of you were on Lenoflix affiliate program in 2021 when we did the first 30 days challenge? Please type 30 days if you were here at that time. If you were here at that time, how many of you? Type 30 days. Okay, fantastic. So please type for me, what was it that you could not do before that 30 days challenge that you could do after the 30 days challenge? Please type it for me. Any of the skills, something you couldn't do, but you could do because you did it, not because you learned or listened alone, but because you really practiced it, you could do something. I'm not talking about 30 days challenge of last year. I'm talking about 2021. Type it for me. Fantastic. Someone said copywriting. Someone said web design. Another person said copywriting. So it means you could not write a copy before, but you could now write a copy afterwards. Okay, someone said public speaking. So you could now speak in public. You could not do it before. Fantastic. Copywriting, okay? Now, for those of you who were part of that program in 2021, you will notice one thing. There were about 100 of you, and about 70 out of you within 3 days. Within 3 days. Ijoma said nothing. You lost login. There was not a login. It was live event for 30 good days. All right, that was in the month of September 2021. 70 out of these 100 built their first websites, all right, by themselves, including 60 years old people. They built their first websites, all right. The reason was everyone was carried along together. The second option of this was what we did last year in April, 30 days challenge as well. We taught quite a number of things, 7 different areas of business. We ended it up with spirituality. A lot of you were able to do things that you could not do before because we carried everyone along together. In the night, we do the class. During the day, we do Twitter space. Remember? All right. A lot of you got ability to do things you could not do before because you really did those things. That's number one. Number two, you were not confused. Because everyone was in class at the same time. Everyone learned at the same time. So it was easy for everyone who attended to be able to practice the things that they were learning. So when we check the number of people who attended the first 30 days challenge and those who could do new things that they couldn't do before, we had 70% results. Should I shock you guys? I can name minimum of 40 people out of these 70, the ones who shared their stories with me though, who have earned millions in their local currency, including a Cameroonian guy that was doing at least $1,000 a month from doing SEO for small businesses, including a Nigerian guy that told me 3 days ago that he has done over 6 million in the last 2 years from what he learned from that 30 days challenge. None of these people I'm talking about are affiliate marketing income. I'm not talking about affiliate marketing. I'm talking about skills that they use for other things. Minimum 40. That's 40% of total people that enrolled. And over 70% of the people who practice have now gotten to make millions with these skills. Are you following what I'm saying here, ladies and gentlemen? So, for those who attended, they gain value, which is what everybody say. But value gained, remember, you learn when there's a change in what? In behavior. So, you didn't learn because you felt good about what they were talking. That's the mistake a lot of people have. A trainer comes and speaks and you think, you even wrote something down. Correct. Oh, nice one. Yeah, I'm loving this. I'm gaining value. The value is in the change that happens in your life. The value is not in how sweet my mouth is. Are you following me? The value is not in the bamboozlement of the trainer or the sophistication of his English or the beauty of the optics of his slides. It is not about that. It's about you personally that is listening to the course. What could you not do before that you can now do? I'm laying this foundation because tonight we're going to learn how to make millions on YouTube without showing your face. Practical. There are some of you who will watch tonight's training and be like, oh, I like the face of this trainer. Oh, I like what he's saying. So that's how it works. But you will not try anything. And there are those of you who by tomorrow would have set up their own channel and follow every step that the trainer will teach tonight. In 24 hours, they would have put it up. There are some of you, you would have dozed off. You will sleep. Yeah, that's what. Sleep off during the class. So this is very important that we pay attention to this. So we're changing our style completely. And I'm going to be revealing that, I think maybe next week or maybe after the class tonight. I'm going to be sharing fantastic information with you guys on the things that we're going to be doing, that we're about to do and put up. Is going to be very, very massive and incredible. All right, so I want to actually share a few thoughts tonight, but I want to confirm if our trainer is available first. Okay, I don't think our trainer is here yet, so I think I can go on with the things that I want to talk about. So, ladies and gentlemen, there is a very interesting change in our industry. And when I mean by industry, I mean the industry of those of us who sell knowledge. Is that knowledge does not, or information as it were, does not help people. I want you to write that down. Information does not help people. You are a successful information seller if 2% of the people who bought your information were able to have a changed life. 2%. And that's a terrible statistics. That's a terrible percentage. So information marketing has shifted. People don't get results with information alone anymore. And the reason for this is because information is everywhere. ChatGPT has improved greatly for those of you who play with that AI tools. All right. You can easily just pick somebody's link or somebody's name or somebody's YouTube video and stuff and tell ChatGPT to use the style of that person to explain a concept to you easily. So the information part is no longer a thing. It's no longer gold. It's no longer valuable. People don't get results just by information alone. All right? So, what gets people results is implementation. So, for every program you see that will come from me henceforth, is going to be about 20% information and 80% implementation. Do you get it? 20% information and 80% implementation. All right? So, I'm going to be talking about a big announcement after class tonight. I think our lecturer is around. So, I'm going to be... Let me start to prepare him. So, I'm going to be getting out of the way in a moment for him. Let me see. Do I do this? I'm looking for something. I have no idea. This is interesting. Okay. This is so new. Okay. I need to learn more of this thing. Auto admin participant, auto add. Okay, not that. What is this? Okay. Oh, this is what this is about. Please pardon me. I'm trying to do something. Okay, so while I'm doing this, let me just play. Okay, I think I should be able to get it now. I think I should be able to get it now. I have to go and do tutorial on how to use this software. Okay. I think I'll figure it out somehow. So let me do what I probably know how to do. I'll figure out the other one later. Okay. So we're good. We're good. All right, so let's get into the second segment for the class. I can see you, Charles. We're going to be... How do I do this? Charles, can you say something? Let me hear your voice.
Hi. Hello, my name is Charles.
Of course.
Glad to be here.
Of course, I want to see... Actually, I'm trying to assign you as a guest on this stuff. Unfortunately, I'm trying to... The window that I was given to use to add you is very small. Or perhaps, let me go and try something here. Okay, I can add spotlights. So now I'm not sure if that will help me. I actually want to... If I type, will it give me... Okay, because I want the people on... YouTube to be able to see you very well. I know they can hear you, but I want them to be able to see you. I said my picture is not central. Yes, I know my picture is not central because my guest is supposed to be on the second side of it, and it's a little bit challenging to get this done. This is not, it's not a perfect software yet. Why is it difficult? Why is it difficult to do? Okay, I will take my time. I wish I can be saying something while I'm doing this, but I'm very, very poor at multitasking. I'm extremely poor at multitasking. Okay. Your face is up and all of that. So I think what I should do, probably, okay. I've scrolled up and down like 5 times and I could not just find your avatar on this stuff. I don't know why it's like that. I probably need to go do another tutorial to know exactly how to find somebody, because what if I have like 5,000 people on Zoom and I need to add somebody? I needed to have a way to project that. It's quite... Anyway, please pardon me, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first time I'm trying this. I've never done it before. So I guess that's why I'm having the challenge. Okay, let me see. This one, I'm supposed to be able to hide meeting windows. Nope. So it's not working. Withdraw name. As we are right now, only people on Zoom will enjoy you. But I need to get these people to be able to do. Okay, put off your video for a while for me. Let me see if I would.
Let's put it on.
Yes, just turn off your video on the Zoom interface for a while. Let me see. Okay, fantastic. So I know what I'm looking for now. I'm going to look for that suit, because I was trying to get this thing, and there is no search bar. They should put a search bar. There is no search bar. Now I found you. I found you.
Someone says they cannot hear anything. I'm not sure why.
They'll be able to hear, don't worry. We'll fix that hearing part soon. Put on your video now. Access start.
Oh yeah, I need to fix. Can you unpin me? Let me sort out. Well, still one. Okay.
Okay, your light is back.
Okay.
Why is it dropping? Guest one. This is not nice. I'm trying to assign you, but it's not allowing me to do that. I don't know why. Okay, I think 2 should work. Okay, it has worked. It has worked. So, all right. Now
great.
people can see you.
So now people can see you. So how do I start this introduction? So ladies and gentlemen, I have gone all the way to the United Kingdom to get King Charles. So he's a royalty, and this is not the first time Charles is coming to train or talk to us in Lenoflix. I mean, he was there from the beginning. As a matter of fact, Charles was here before the beginning. Before we started Lenoflix, he was here. When we started, he was here. And then he's one of my 4 sets of students and has done very, very well for himself. And tonight is going to be our guest coach, and he's going to be taking you through some incredible stuff. Somebody says he's my twin brother. So we look alike now. It's everybody that I look like. Tioni too came and claimed that he looks like me. It's only George that... Do you know that out of the 5 of you, I've not been in contact with 2 of you, but the 3 of you that I've been in contact with, all of you are doing great stuff. All of you are doing great stuff. Tioni has made all the money in Nigeria. George is now a celebrity. Over 1.5 million subscribers on YouTube. Incredible guy. He's earning dollars from YouTube. And look at you, all the big things that you've been able to do. One of the best minds in the UK right now. Everything that has to do with AI and digital marketing. So I'm so proud of you guys, and much more, of course, because you are here. So I'm proud of you. And the fact that you are the only one that have gotten married out of the 3 of them. So that's also another bigger stuff. So Charles, you're welcome to family meeting, and I'm going to get out of your way
Very
so
much.
that you can take it over from here. So ladies and gentlemen, please let's give a family meeting welcome to Charles. Come on. Put some fire emojis on the chat because you're about to be blown away. Welcome once again. Fantastic.
All right. Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here to be part of this wonderful family. I'm also glad to be part of this call. Mr. Sam Harvard, I was, I'm still a student. I would say I was a student. I was a student a while back, and we passed through this same route that you're in right now. And before I get started, I just want to, say something which is the most important. And I find this particular issue wrong with a lot of people. So a lot of people, sign up, just like he spoke earlier, a lot of people sign up for things, get started, but they don't take action. So he just mentioned that out of a lot of students that he have trained, just few people were able to do great things, and he's been in contact with those same people. Why? Why did those people do great things at the end or keep doing great things? Because they eventually took action. They took action. They tried. And I see this as, as a problem that a lot of people, a lot of students, a lot of people that want to try something new, they face. They face things like this. They are not able to get past the stage of, just absorbing information, learning information, and things like this. If you're just absorbing information without trying it out, you're going to be stuck. You're not going to do well. So the key and the most important thing is to just get started. You don't need to know everything. Being here, being part of this family means that you're taking a step further. You're taking a step towards changing a part of your life, towards changing your story. So I want to say a very big thank you to Sam Harvard, Mr. Sam Harvard, for giving me the opportunity, and also for adding value to the community, to Nigerians, to Africans. And I must say, it is really, 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 really great thing that Sam Harvard is doing. I'm glad to be here. So no need to introduce myself again. My name is Charles, and I am a digital entrepreneur. and I'm also a content creator. I run several businesses, which is one I want to share with you now, which is content creation, YouTube automation. So YouTube automation, a lot of people have been talking about YouTube automation. It has been trending, and still a lot of people don't even know what to do or how to get started with YouTube automation. Now, if you have not done anything regarding YouTube automation, it is safe to say that you are not, you're still in stone age. Because what we are going into now, in fact, we are not going into, we are just at the door, at the forefront of the content industry, content revolution, where everything or the most people that make money are content creators. So this particular training or tutorial I'm about to share with you is very, 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 very important. And I want to, to plead with you to pay absolute attention, because I'm going to be breaking a lot of things down. I'm going to expose secrets that have made me successful in this particular thing, content creation. And by, by breaking this down, I'll be able to show you what you need to do to succeed in this. All right. So YouTube automation is just all about, creating content or creating videos, uploading it on YouTube channel, and repeating that process. And that's what the automation is all about, repeating that process. It's a process that's repeated, and you don't need to show your face when it comes to YouTube automation. And I know a lot of people are scared when it comes to YouTube automation. They're like, oh, I don't want to look at the camera. I don't want to show my face. Oh, this. You don't need to show your face. We have AI here, and AI has come to help us. It has come to make things easy for us. So with AI, you can make things, work for you. You can make things easy for you without showing your face. You can make this work. You don't need to show your face. You can create content. You can create a lot of things with AI. So we'll be focusing on creating folk tale stories with AI on YouTube automation. Now, YouTube automation is vast. It is not just only AI automation that is on under YouTube automation. There are a lot of things that you can do as regards automation. But for today's topic and today's class, we'll be focusing on folktale story, creating folktale story videos. Now, I'm going to share my screen, and I'm just going to go straight into this class. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you channels. I'm going to show you channels. I don't know if you can see my screen. It's hanging on my end. Not sure why. I'm going to show you channels that are. Can you see my screen? Okay. Yeah, my screen is shown. All right. I'm going to show you channels that are doing well when it comes to creating folk tale stories. Now, if you don't know what folk tale stories are just like, stories that has to do with things in the past, like things that have happened. It doesn't have to be real, just has to be something that is local to your gen. So now, if you look at this channel here, this is Tales at Dawn channel. If you scroll down now, you can see that this channel has 18 subscribers, and if you see their latest video here, about 39,000 views, 136,000 views. And what they do here, I'm going to play this video shortly so we can be on the same page. What they do simply is just to create a story, write a script, do the voiceover, and then use AI to generate images or videos that will be used to visualize the story that they tell. And there is a way to do this that is going to drag views. Now, you can see here that this channel, they have 25,000 views, 81,000 views, 72,000 views, 596,000 views, 26,000 views, 62,000 views. And if you go to Social Blade and check this particular channel, you can see how much they are earning. But let's not look at that for now. Let's look at another channel. Now, this channel is called African Myths and Stories. All right, they are doing same thing, YouTube automation. What they do is the same thing. They get a script, which is what I'll be showing you exactly how to do it. You get a script, and based on the script, you generate image that portrays or visualize the story in that script, and then they create the video, put everything together, add soundtrack, and then upload it. You can see this channel is a very small channel. They have 13,000 subscribers, and you can see here there are about 7 videos which they started 4 months ago. All right, this is a very new channel and they're already monetized. And if we come over here again, this particular channel, they have about 86,000 subscribers, and they are posting same stories. And this channel doesn't have up to 20 videos and already have close to 100,000 subscribers. So you can see that a lot of people want to listen to stories. Students, children in primary school, even people in secondary school. A lot of parents, play this to their kids to watch and listen. So the first thing that you have to do before starting, your YouTube automation business, the first thing is to choose a niche, which is what we have already done. There are different niches, which is what we have already done, which is what I'm going to be talking about today, which is the African folk tale stories. This is a niche. This particular niche is hot. It is very hot right now, and a lot of people, not a lot of people, just few people are jumping into this. And before you know, it's going to blow up. Everyone wants to do this. The few people that are doing this are still making money from this same, from this niche. Number one, let me tell you why this niche is going to be hot and it's going to make you money for a long time before I get started. All right. So number one, stories. Everybody loves stories. They want to listen to a story. You can get lost in a story. You can get lost listening to a story you can get lost for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes listening to a story. I can see that this story is here up to 48 minutes, 37 minutes. You can see this is 23 minutes, 50 minutes, 26 minutes, 18 minutes. It doesn't have to be very long. Even if you start with 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Stories here are not too long. This is 18 minutes, 15 minutes, it's fine. So people love listening to stories. Children love listening to stories. So it doesn't matter who is listening to it. The main point or the important thing, what you care about is you're giving a good story that passes a message that gives value, and you're also, making money from it. All right. Now, let me show you how much this particular channel is making. I'm going to copy this here, and I'm going to go straight down to Social Blade. Social Blade. Let me copy this channel username. So I'm going to try so much to break this thing down so that everyone will go along. So you can see this channel here. You can see the estimated earnings, making about 2.5 thousand pounds per month. All right. For just posting something that they don't even need to think about. All they have to do is to use certain AI tools that I'll be showing you to do it. They'll say, oh, do this for me, and then the AI will do it. And then they just use that, put it together, and post it on YouTube. And I know the last week, someone asked me, oh, how is this? What is the regulation with this with YouTube? Now, YouTube you will not have any issue with YouTube. YouTube would not demonetize your account for any reason. You know, YouTube even encourages you to use AI. It encourages you to use AI, but to not overuse it. All right. So you can use AI without being scared that YouTube is not going to monetize your account, or without being scared about, you know, making money from it. In fact, monetization is not the only way you can make money from this. There are different ways I can make money, and I'll be showing you at the end, or towards the end of this, towards the end of this training. So, like I said, if you don't want YouTube, let me just say this quick before I get started. If you don't want YouTube, to demonetize your account or your videos, try to avoid songs. All right, try to avoid using people's songs in your videos, because some people will tag a song on YouTube, will tag it as, oh, this song is copyright free and all that, and then you end up using it. Before you know, 2 months time or 3 months time, they'll take off the copyright free license, and they'll want to start taking money from it, which means YouTube have to demonetize your account and then give your revenue to the person. So try as much as possible to avoid using songs. We're doing this, and I'm not going to use song for it. So now the first thing we're going to do is choose your niche, which we have chosen, which is what we are talking about: folk tale story videos. This is the niche that we're talking about. All right, we have chosen the niche. Now, after choosing the niche, the next thing you need to do is to go to ChatGPT. Now, this part that I'm showing you now is the content script, content scripting, which is the most important part. I'm going to spend my time to explain this part so that you understand it properly. Because if you don't understand these parts, you're going to have issues. People won't listen to your stories. Because you might just come here now and say, oh, I want to generate a story, and you generate some AI thing. And then people will not want to listen to it because it's sounding so, so robotic, like, it was generated by AI. Now, the key to this, which a lot of people are not doing, is to generate it and instruct this AI, ChatGPT, in a way that it writes it like a human being. On a normal basis, or normally, you should, write this story. I'm not saying you have to use AI for it, but you want to do something without spending so much time. So you have to use AI. But normally, what you're supposed to do is to just write a script, think of a story, of a folktale story, something that happened in the past, in the village, something like that, and then record it and add images to it. But we are not doing that. We want to use AI to do it. And that's why I'm showing you this. So now this is very, very easy. We are going to use a prompt to do this, to instruct this AI, to instruct ChatGPT to produce something. Now, the first tool that we're going to be using is ChatGPT. So go to chatgpt.com. You can sign up for free and get started. You don't need to pay anything to get started. It's free. You can use the free version to do the exact same thing that I'm telling you, all right? You can use the free version to do it. Now, what you want to do is to instruct ChatGPT to generate a script. So what a lot of people do, which is what I see, because if I read a content, I'll be able to know if it was generated by AI. You don't need to tell me. I would know, because I use AI every day. This is what I do. So I know instantly by looking at it or reading, the script. Or if I listen to or watch a video, I'll be able to tell that that video or the script used to produce that video was generated by AI. All right. So now what I'm going to do here is to generate let me use write a folk tale story about, should I say, wicked stepmother. All right. Now, this is what everyone is going to do. This is what a lot of people just want to do. They just want to go straight and want to say, okay, generate or write a folktale story about this or about that. I'm going to do this and you'll see the results. All right. So this is what a lot of people do. So it's still writing. So now if you see, I think it's still writing. Okay, it's done. Now you can see what's the result that it has given. This is the script. Okay, let's read this. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between towering mountains. Once I hear this, I know it's AI. Towering mountains and lush forests. There lived a kind-hearted girl named Elara. She had flowing golden hair and eyes as blue as the summer sky. Elara lived happily with her father. Okay, now this alone, it doesn't have a hook. All right, we have already gone into close to like 30 seconds down in the video based on this script that is here, and there's no hook here. There's nothing to hook me in to say, okay, why should I ever listen to this or watch this video? There's no hook here. All right, and you can see nestled between towering mountains and lush, like some words shouldn't even be there. It should feel natural. It should feel like someone is telling you a story. It shouldn't feel too complex or complicated with a lot of complicated big words and stuff like that. You know, it should just feel very simple and easy to follow. This is the mistake. If you do this, and I assure you, you might not get a lot of views. And most people know that it is AI generated. But there's a way that you can talk to this AI, all right? Train it by just using some prompts, tell it to do this. Train it by using certain keywords. Train it, and then it's going to, write it in a way that would grab attention and in a way that would be simple, which is what I want to show you now. So we are going to use another prompt. So anyone, I just checked the chat and someone's asking, oh, can you use a phone for it? Now, whatever I'm showing you, you can use your phone for it. You don't need a laptop. Or you can use a laptop to do this. You can use a mobile phone to do this, regardless. So all these things works on mobile phone. You can install the app on your phone, ChatGPT, and do this, or go to their website on your phone and do it. You don't need any special device. You don't need a laptop. But for the purpose of this training and tutorial, for flexibility, that's why I'm using the laptop to do it. So what we're going to do next is to write another script, is to write another prompt. Now, a prompt is like an instruction that you give to ChatGPT to tell it what to do. All right? A prompt is just like an instruction. And let me share this secret with you. Treat ChatGPT like your assistant, your personal assistant. So you want to talk to it in a way like, like you're talking to a human being, so they would understand. So if you're trying to be too complex with it, it's going to even give you more complicated and complex answer. So try to talk to it like a human being. You don't need to have a structured prompt, but it has to have like a direction and what it needs to do. So I'm going to use this prompt here. I think I've written it down somewhere. So I'm just going to copy this. This is one of my power prompts. I call it a power prompt for a reason. Because what this prompt does is mind-blowing. It's absolutely mind-blowing. All right, how do we get? Don't worry, once we have created a video, I'll walk you through how to create a YouTube channel. It's all in this training, so just hold on, guys, all right? Okay. All right, okay, so this is the power prompts now. Now, if you see these prompts, it is straight to the point. I say, write a scary Reddit story, and we can say an African folktale story about a wicked stepmother and her stepdaughter, something like that. Yeah. What am I saying? Okay. All right. Write a scary ready story, an African folktale story about a wicked stepmother and a stepdaughter. Tell it from the point of view of the person that was exposed to the event. The story has to be based on realistic events. The language needs to be super simple and not flowery or preachy. Don't use complicated words. Start the story with a short hook that portrays the most unsettling part of the story. Now I'm going to break down this point for you so you understand, because this is the foundation of everything. If you don't understand this part, then the rest you're just gonna do a video, create a video that wouldn't get views. All right. Now, write a scary Reddit. Now, why did I use Reddit? Why did I use Reddit story? Reddit is a platform that a lot of people share stories. Reddit has data of, it has millions of data regarding stories. So it is a good port for ChatGPT to understand how a story should be based on the story that's been shared on Reddit. A lot of people share different types of stories on Reddit. All right. So that's why I used it. It's a very good use case for ChatGPT to learn from and use to produce a good output. Now, write a scary Reddit story, an African folktale story. Now, we're writing a folktale story. This part is important. You tell it what you want to write. An African folktale story about a wicked stepmother and her daughter. Now, let me share this secret with you. Why did I use wicked stepmother and her stepdaughter? A lot of people, are drawn to stories that are compelling, stories that has to be stories, scary stories. A lot of people are drawn to scary stories. They want to listen. Okay, what happened? A lot of people like, listening to stories that will put them on suspense. Suspense-filled stories are mostly scary stories. And that's what will make the viewer to say, okay, let me listen. What happened next? What happened next? So scary stories always drive views. Now, tell it from the point of view of the person that was exposed to the event. Now, if you're telling a story, if I'm telling a story like I was there, you would listen more. You would, you would want to listen. But if I'm telling it, just like I'm trying to say something, tell a story that about something that happened, but telling it in a way that someone else experienced it, you might not have that interest. But if I do it from my own point of view, like I was there, oh, when I went to this place, this stuff happened. Yeah. So if you tell it from a particular point of view, it will write a very good story for you. And that story will drive views. And now this next keyword, the story has to be based on realistic events. Put this so that ChatGPT don't just start telling you stories about Mars, about Jupiter, or about aliens. ChatGPT can be funny at times. All right. And also add this, the language needs to be super simple. Now, this part is really, really important. Super simple, not preachy, not flowery. Don't use complicated words. Now, if you go to this part here, you can see ChatGPT is already talking about a dragon. What has dragon got to do with Africa? You can see. So anyway, that's why you need to tell it this. Realistic events. All right. So you tell it to not be preachy, flowery words, stuff like that. You shouldn't use complicated words. You should just use a simple, just use simple words to tell the story. And also start the story with a short hook that portrays the most unsettling part of the story. All right. Now, once we have done this last part is one of the most important parts because it's going to start it with a hook. It's going to start the story with a hook. All right. Okay, let's send this prompt and let's see what it's going to give us. Now, what you need to note is, okay, it's writing. And now this story has, I think it's based on, it has to do with someone in Ghana, because I can see Ghana here. So you can see the difference. Now, I still hear her cries at night, echoing through the empty village. It was the most terrifying thing that I've ever witnessed. And I hope no one ever has to go through what I did. Now, if you listen to this, the first 5 seconds, would you want to keep listening? Would you want to keep watching? If you hear something like this in a video, like you're watching a video and hear something like this, would you want to keep, you wouldn't want to keep listening to hear what happened? You would want to, because you want to know what's terrified, or what's the terrifying thing that happened, compared to this that just said once upon a time in a small village, next to, what is the next to doing there? Like, it's too much, all these words, towering mountains. You see the difference between the prompts. This has broken it down to, to words that are easy to understand. I still hear her cries at night, echoing through the empty village. It was the most terrifying thing I have ever witnessed. And I hope no one ever has to go through what I did. The person want to listen, okay, what did you go through? What did you go through? And then the person has to listen. Then it comes out, my name is Kofi, and this is what happened. You can see the difference. I used to live in a small village in Ghana. Life was simple, but things changed when Kweku, my best friend, lost his mother. His father remarried a woman. So you can see how relatable this is, how, how simple and relatable it is. So what we're going to do now, once we have this, is to copy this. Now, this is going to be about, let's say, how many words? Let me copy this. Copy this, you copy it, and then we're going to go to any Word document. You can paste it there in the Word document. Let's do the word count. This 2,500 characters, 477 77 words. So it's going to be like 5 minutes, about 10 minutes, video, which is okay. 5 to 10 minutes video about, yeah. So once we are done with this, once I've gotten the script, if you feel the script is too short, what you can do is to tell it to make it longer. Just tell it, make it longer. It's going to make it longer. I'm going to tell it to make it shorter. I tell it to make it shorter, and it's going to make it shorter. All right, so it's making the story longer. If you want to make it longer, just write, make it, at least it should be maximum or minimum 2,000, 5,000 words or 10,000 words, and it's going to draft a story. Or you can say, okay, write the first section, write the first chapter, write the second chapter. You can use the same method to write a story, to write a storybook. All right, a folktale storybook. So this method can work in different ways, and that's the best thing about using this particular method I'm sharing with you. Now we've gotten the story. What we are going to do next is we are going to copy this, and then we are going to change this. We are going to go to AI 11labs.io and transform it to an audio. This website is 11labs.io. Now, we are going to post that script here. We're going to post it here. As you can see, it cannot accept more than 2,500 words. So if you're using 11 Labs, you can do it batch by batch. So I'm just going to cut this side out. I'm going to cut this side out. Now, this particular platform is free for a while. They give you about 10,000 free words, which would be able to generate about 8 minutes video. But I'll be showing you another platform that you can, generate audio for free. Via text, you can turn text to speech for free. But why I share this platform is because this is like one of the best platforms for you to use. All right, it has the best voices. I've tried a lot of text to speech tools, but this one is the best. I'm going to play some voices. Now we're going to come back to the script. Let me share, let's look at some voices that they have here. So here you can train your own voice. So this platform, you can train your voice. You can, record your voice, and after training the AI with your own recorded voice, you can use it, to generate audio. And once you play that audio, it's going to play it, or it's going to sound like you based on what you're training the AI. Now let's go to voice library. If you go to voice library, you can see that there are different audio samples here.
Hey everyone, it's Axel. Today, we're exploring the top 10 most haunted places worldwide. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more spooky content.
So there are a lot of voices here, but what we are focused on, what we want to do, we want to search for an African voice. Search for African, and then you can see different African voices.
Whoso loves believes the impossible.
Yeah, different African voices. This is
You cannot be lonely if you like the person you're alone with.
This is UK African. That's Nigerian African. So why is African?
Men are disturbed not by things, but by the view which they take of them.
So I'm just going to show you how to use this, but I'm not going to use an African. I'm going to show you the other platform. The African voice is actually better off than this. So I'm going to use Adam for this.
Allow the world to live as it chooses, and allow you.
If one is lucky.
I'm going to click on generate speech. Once I generate this speech, it's going to
I
turn.
still hear her cries at
It's going to turn this text to audio, which is what it has done. You can see that generated it quickly.
night echoing through the empty village. I still hear her cries at night echoing through the empty village. It was the most